Hey, this is Organic Chef. Nothing better than fresh. Fresh is always best. Take it from Organic Chef. Hashtag fresh is best. So this is your girl, Organic Chef. I'm about to go get some groceries from the grocery store. And I'm actually here at Kroger. So what's your routine? Like, I got my mask, I got a backup mask. Wipes, but I'm a Jersey girl, don't get it twisted. Jersey girl in the house, Organic Chef. I'm out. That's right, it's Friday. Your girl got her feet out. I'm in Georgia. Holla at your girl. Don't be jelly, y'all. Going in the oven, y'all. Going in the oven, y'all. Here we go. So our purees are done. And what are we about to do? Let's play it out! You heard him, let's play it out. I'll be right back. Hey. What's going on? Good morning, y'all. So your girl is doing her morning routine. And so in the mornings, my meal is a smoothie. I put whatever I feel I want at the time in my smoothie. Of course, I'm conscious when I'm doing my shopping and I do my list. And I pick up my whole food ingredients and vitamins, minerals, nutrients, vegetables, fruit, all those components. I'm thinking about my meals during the week, right? So I have this great smoothie. I have a few of them, but one of my all-time favorites is my chai smoothie. Doesn't it even sound good? It sounds delicious, right? So the chai smoothie is my to-go smoothie. It's just very comforting, very warming. I just thoroughly enjoy it because it reminds me of a chai tea. Oh, y'all know y'all drink chai tea from that one place. Yeah, you do. I did it too. But it's great being at home and you're able to duplicate those things that we like right at home. So I have some ingredients that we're gonna go over very quickly. I've got some luscious, luxurious coconut milk. I'm using this organic, very important, unsweetened vanilla almond milk. I have some cacao and mushrooms with lion's mane. I'll talk about that in a little bit. I've got some fresh old-fashioned oats. This is gonna thicken up my smoothie. My mom's staying with me right now, and she cannot have a lot of potassium, so I usually use a banana to thicken things up, but this will do just as fine, because you know about oats, they keep thickening up over time. As long as they have moisture, they'll keep expanding, right? To that, I also have some organic, non-GMO, extra virgin coconut oil. Cold pressed. That's how you want it. I got some cardamom spice. I couldn't find the pods, but this is fine. You can definitely use the spice. And when I say the pods, it's just because I want to ground it myself, toast it and all that. That's your girl. I just like chefing it up. And I got some fresh mint and some fresh ginger, which we're gonna puree in there. So these are the ingredients that we're going to be using today, along with nutmeg. I got my cloves here, all organic, by the way, and I got some organic cinnamon. So let's get started making the smoothie. Okay, so let's get making this delicious chai smoothie. So usually when you're making a smoothie, you want to start with your liquid first. And then build with your fruit, i.e. whether it's a frozen fruit that you've chosen, that you've purchased, or you've got some fresh fruit. and or vegetables. Always know that you can put vegetables in your smoothie, and not just kale. You could do all kinds of stuff. Spinach, I put ginger, whatever I have going on, whatever I have to use at home, I just chuck it all in there. It's all nutritious. It's all good for you. But you want to choose certain things of a flavor profile more so than anything of what you're going for. But I digress. So I've got my Flex cooking blender as I knock my other cup down. And I'm knocking everything down. Okay, so I've got my coconut milk, and in it's going. It's about 1 cup of coconut milk. Now I've got my almond milk. It's 1.5 cups of almond milk. Then I got my cacao and mushrooms. And this is a superfood. You can buy it at your grocery store, your farmers markets, anywhere where they sell nutritional items and supplements, as far as like your GNC, your vitamin shop, stuff like that. It's non-GMO, it's gluten-free, and of course it's organic. This is a superfood, and I'll read you what it says on the back really quickly. Cacao, or aka foods of the gods, is an ancient superfood that has been revered for centuries, since the time of the Aztec and the Mayan cultures. Cacao and mushroom is a unique, delicious blend powdered by lion's mane mushroom and carefully selected superfoods. So, lion's mane is known for helping with cognitive, memory, for you to stay sharp. Also included in this is Jerusalem artichoke, spinach, kale, and coconut milk powder. So it's kosher, it's vegan, it's non-GMO, it's organic, and it's good for you. So I like to include this with my chai smoothie because it pairs very, very well. So I'm just gonna put in about 1/2 teaspoon because I don't want it to overpower. I want that chai flavor to come on through. Into that, I'll add about 1/2 teaspoon of cardamom. We've got our thickening agent here. It's about 1/4 cup of old-fashioned oats. I've got my nutmeg, not too much. I don't want it to overpower. I just want it to be right at the back end. So that's like a pinch. A little bit of clove, not too much. 1/2 pinch of clove. I've got my coconut oil here. Help along the way. So I got my girl, my nutritionist, Nia Bay. And during our last Zoom call, we talked about coconut oil. And the benefits for the body and oils, and it's best to use them uncooked to get the full nutritional value. So popping our coconut oil up in there. I've got some mint, which we'll save for the end, and we'll grate in some fresh ginger. And this is going to give us a nice pop. It's about 1/4 teaspoon of fresh ginger. And don't forget the cinnamon. A 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. So this is our smoothie. This is it. On the lid goes. Smoothie setting, 1 minute. Here we go. It looks so pretty. We're gotta taste it for flavor, right? So just want to make sure I got enough of my spices in there, that it has that nice harmony with the coconut milk. Oh wow. Oh, that's nice. So velvety, so smooth. I think I want to put a little bit more cinnamon though. Just a little bit. Using the volume of coconut milk and almond milk, you have to gauge that for yourself. I remember when I first tested this recipe, I didn't put enough. So when you're putting it to liquid, it's not like you're putting it with food. You have to ante up a little bit and put a little bit more. So just blend it in a couple seconds. That's it. Voila. So play around with your food in the kitchen. Test the flavors and see what you like. You know, I think it's joy in finding something that you make at home versus buying it at the store, and that's someone's set recipe, their set ingredients that they use. You don't know where they came from. You don't know if they're great or good quality. You don't know if there's any preservatives, additives, things like that. You don't know how they were taken care of. So when you're at home, you have control, total autonomy over all of those things. You're the chef at home. Okay, so here we go. Can you see that? Can you see that? Yeah. Beautiful. Back here. All right. So we have our smoothie here. So I'm gonna top it with a little bit of cinnamon on top, because you just can't get enough of that. And a little bit of nutmeg, because you can't get enough of that. And it has that slight chocolate in it. Now, this is unsweetened. There's no berries or fruit in here to sweeten it up. So you can use honey, you know, on the top, or agave, you know, your sweetener of choice. And that's not going to change the color of your nice, beautiful chai cacao smoothie, right? And then we'll hit it with a mint leaf. Pretty, 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 pretty. Or two. Here we go. Chai smoothie going down. So comforting. I can taste the warm inviting of the cardamom and the cinnamon and the nutmeg. It's just a nice, refreshing smoothie, and it's what's up, right? So I hope you enjoyed this quick presentation of my chai smoothie, one of my favorite smoothies ever. Keep tuning in to Taste on TV. I have lots of other different components to my morning routine, to meals, breakfast, dinner, soups, stews, stocks, whole foods, roasting, getting it in. I hope you enjoyed, and you'll keep checking in with Organic Chef, #FreshIsBest on Taste on TV. Holler at your girl. I'm out. Hey, what's going on? It's your girl, Organic Chef. Holler at your girl. So I got another smoothie recipe that I want to share with everyone. It's a quick, easy recipe. It's one of my go-tos in my morning routine. And let's talk about these ingredients. Hey, so let's talk about these ingredients. I have 1 cup of organic coconut milk. To that, I have 2 1/4 cups of coconut water. I have some ground organic cinnamon that we'll be using in this recipe today. I also have a tablespoon of grapeseed oil. Flax meal, this is going to be another thickening agent for our smoothie. But I also have 1 whole banana, some fresh ginger. Can you see it? Can you see it? And I also have some turmeric, and I have some fresh ground cracked pepper. Turmeric is a great property for health benefits. It has curcumin in it, and in order for it to be digested, or excuse me, in order for it to be absorbed in the body, you have to use pepper. That's going to help it to absorb it to the body so you can reap the benefits of curcumin. Curcumin is a great compound of turmeric because it helps to relieve any type of inflammation that you might have going on in your body, depending on what's going on. So we're throwing that in. I also grade fresh, but I'm going to use the powder today. To that, I have about 1 cup of frozen berries, organic, non-GMO. So it's got blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries, all the berries, which is antioxidants, boost immune system, right? And I've got some fresh mint. So these are the components that we're going to put in there. To that, I also have some organic unsweetened almond milk, plant-based milk, and I have some cacao and mushroom lion's mane. So we're going to add that. So that's a little bit in there. The lion's mane is great because it helps with your cognitivity, memory, things like that. So I don't know about you, but we all can use a boost of that, right? So I have my smoothie here. Usually to build a smoothie, you need to build it from the ground up, starting with your liquid, then starting with your fruit, then starting with any powders, any proteins that you're using in there, like a protein powder. And then you want to top it off with like any seeds that you might have or nuts. What's great about this blender, the Pampered Chef blender that I have here, because I'm a Pampered Chef consultant, hit your girl up, order online. This is a deluxe cooking blender, so it does everything. It grinds up nuts. I make my almond flour in here. It's just fantastic. You do a number of things with this appliance or apparatus in your kitchen. Sauces, you can make preserves in here. Y'all like that can and all that stuff, pretty cool stuff. My sister bought one from me, and she showed me her picture that she made her preserves, which is pretty cool. Purees, soups, you can make stock in here. You know, it's a really cool component to have when you're cooking and doing things in the kitchen. It just is great for creativity. So we're gonna start with our coconut milk. Now, by all means, I'm using a variation of the coconut milk, coconut water, and almond milk. But if you just have almond milk, great. You know, just remember the ratios that I use for each quantity, and that's how much almond milk you'll need. So I have 2.5 cups of coconut water. I don't know about you, but I always need water. I went to Thermalife, and my body doesn't have enough water. So I don't know about you, but after like summertime and you know, being outdoors a lot, I don't really acquire or drink that much water as I do in the summertime. Summertime, I keep water bottles. I really do it all year long. Anytime I get in my car, I got my water bottle with me. Water is so good for your body. It helps to replenish the body. It helps to detoxify the body. It keeps your skin nice and glowing and beautiful and looking young. I'm a mess. So to that, we're gonna add half a teaspoon of cinnamon. Cinnamon is good. It's good for the body, and it tastes great. We're gonna add a tablespoon of flax meal, flax seeds. So you know, you there's so many different things that you can do to implement protein. So flax seeds is good for protein as well. If you have hemp seeds, you can add this to your smoothie. I do whatever I have on hand at home. But this is just a quick recipe that you can use at home. So I have a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric, and I got my pinch of pepper in there. We're gonna grate in some fresh ginger. Ginger is good for inflammation, it's great for the body, good for your digestive tract, nausea. Just about a pinch of fresh grated ginger, and it smells wonderful. You ever like take a piece of ginger and just chew on it? Because it's very fibrous, so it's gonna take a while for it to break down, but it tastes so good and it freshens your breath. Who would have thunk? Okay, so we've got our frozen berries. We've got our unsweetened almond milk. 1/4 cup. So to that, we're gonna add our banana, potassium. I usually almost always have a banana with my smoothie, or I take a banana or apple with me in the car. Just gives me a great pick-me-up. When you eat whole foods and natural foods that are alive, that were grown off of a tree or come from the ground, it just gives you an immediate energy boost. So for all you that like to drink your coffee and things like that, I take a banana with me. And then I have some mint leaves. And last but certainly not least, oh, I got one more item. We've got our grapeseed oil, and put a little bit of cacao and lion's mane. Just a little bit, like 1/4 teaspoon. That's it. I just like cacao. Who doesn't like chocolate? Just some good stuff, man. So this also gives you 30 milligrams of calcium. This is organic cacao and mushrooms. It's a superfood. It's non-GMO, and it's gluten-free. It's kosher. It's vegan. So for all you who are doing your specific lifestyle dieting, okay. So we're gonna put it on smoothie. 1 minute. Ain't she pretty? We got 23 seconds. Done, son. Okay, we've got our glass here. Oh my God, it smells so yummy, so yummy, so yummy. Oh my goodness. Look at that, so pretty. I'm gonna add my straw here. I got another one because it fell on the floor, but that's okay, we good. My berry smoothie. Let's taste. Oh wow. This is great. All the freshness of the ingredients that I put in is coming out. I can taste the berries, the coconut milk, that lime mane, and a hint of cacao. That ginger just wakes it up. And then what I like to do is I usually add a splash of apple cider vinegar. So let's get that. Whew, organic, raw, unfiltered is what you want. I purchased this at Costco. I just do a splash. That's it. Apple cider vinegar has great benefits, just like the grapeseed oil, but you're going to get more benefits when it's uncooked and it's raw. You're going to get all the nutrient value from that. So this is my morning routine. This is how I do it. This is how I get down in the kitchen. And this is what's up. This is what's for breakfast. So I usually have this along with my vitamins. And I do Sundown Organic, non-GMO, women's whole food multivitamins. And be careful about your vitamins. They have a lot of fillers in them, cellulose, things that are not really good for you to have in the body. So you have to really go all out when it comes to health. Like my girl Naya said, you gotta level up. You know, we do it for other things in our lives, material things, but your health is so important. If you want to enjoy a life with your children and your family, you know, optimum health is key. You know, it's not always just getting your checkups. You have to live well for yourself. You have to buy the best ingredients for yourself that are not toxic to the body and that are going to cause you more problems and more issues down the road. You're going to pay either way. If you're not taking care of your health, and you're not seeing your physician at least on a yearly basis, or when you have problems or issues, running those panels and those tests for your blood and your urine, checking your LDL, HDLs, and like I go to the Thermalife, so we go the next step, and I check to see where my vitamins are lacking. So you have to do these things on a regular basis. But in addition to that, you have to make sure that the food that you're putting into your body is of the best quality that you can afford. So these are one of the things that I spare no expense on when it comes to supplements and vitamins, especially when you're on a different type of lifestyle where you don't eat lots of animal protein. I do flex, I do eat fish from time to time, but I basically lead a whole foods lifestyle. And you definitely need your supplements and making sure that you're getting all your nutrients and value and minerals. Here we go. So it's my vitamin. And into that, I will get, I have ashwagandha roots. It's Live Better Organic. I don't know if you can see that. But this helps to reduce stress. It helps you to remain calm and stay relaxed. And it also ensures you have a good quality sleep. So most people probably know about melatonin, but ashwagandha root is where it's at. So I usually take 2 of these. You gotta take 2. I'm out of my other one, I gotta go. But I usually do also a multivitamin by sundown. And it's for your hair, your nails, stuff like that. You know, us women, you know how we do. Biotin. So I hope you enjoyed cooking it up with me, aka not cooking. We making smoothies, we doing a morning routine, we doing breakfast. So this usually holds me. I didn't put any protein powder in there today, but if I have a long day ahead of me and I know I'm not gonna readily eat or eat out, as opposed to bringing a meal, my little snacks, Kind bar, my fruit, I make sure that I put some protein in there, because like Naya said, like a lot of times when you're craving things, your sugars and your salts, you know, your body's lacking protein, and she learned that from Dr. Sadie. So it's very important to make sure you have a good level of protein, but don't get it twisted. There's lots of protein in those greens. There's lots of protein in your whole foods, but we don't eat enough. We don't eat enough. So we balance it out with supplements, animal protein, to get that full protein benefit. But if we ate enough whole foods, we could get the protein that we need. Quinoa, protein. You know, these are all things that have protein in them, but we don't look at them and view them because it's not the normal thing or the normal meal plan or what we're used to or what you see in restaurants and eateries and places that you go out to eat. But these also have protein. You don't have to always rely on animal protein. So this is your girl, Organic Chef. I hope you're out there being safe and well with your families. From my humble organic kitchen to yours, this is hashtag Fresh is Best, organic living lifestyles with Organic Chefs on Taste on TV. Holler at your girl. I'm out.
Hey, so let's go check out Juices Wild and see what they got popping for smoothies and more.
So I got Dan here. I'm at Juices Wild Organic Juice Bar. Holler at your girl. I found Dan a few years ago because I couldn't find any place that was doing anything organic. He's the only place I found that was local to me where I didn't have to go inside to Atlanta to get a healthy juice and to have it be organic. And on top of that, he's got a great store here with all types of homeopathic, native, natural, herbs, all kinds of goodies here. So I came down to hang out with Dan for a little bit today so we can live in his world and see what's going on. I'm going to get it popping. I'm going to see him make a smoothie, and we're going to start this show, and we're going to do some healthy talk. Because this is what we need in our community. African Americans, we're ridden with heart disease, asthma, cardiovascular disease, obesity, you name it. And we got to start living right. This is 2021, new year, new you, new healthy living lifestyle. So come on back. We're going to make that smoothie. Holler at your girl.
Okay, so here we have Dan. He's getting ready to get it popping. He's going to make a smoothie. And he's going to show us how he does it here in his shop for his many customers that come in. And they want to have some natural, fresh smoothie popping.
Yes, so we're going to make the pink horizon coconut cookie. It's one of our favorites.
That sounds delicious.
You got banana as one of the main ingredients. So we use organic bananas. All the fruits are organic.
Holler at your girl, Organic Chefs. How we doing it?
And this is organic. We got a certain strawberry and banana that we use.
Nice.
So we'll put a handful of strawberries. And excuse me, I don't measure, but I measure with the eye.
There we go.
Old school.
Y'all know he's a real chef. That's how we do it.
So we also use a vegan protein powder.
There we go.
Let's find our vegan protein powder. Let's see here. Here we are. I know where everything is, believe it or not.
Yes, he does.
So we do 1 scoop. We prefer to use some of the latest and greatest proteins that are derived from peas, artichoke, that kind of thing.
Natural, y'all.
Yes, it sounds crazy, but it tastes really good.
You're not going to get everything from whey protein.
That's right.
And those of us who are lactose intolerant, the chronic diseases that dairy causes for us, you have to think outside the box to do a plant-based derivative.
We are using Vietnamese organic cinnamon. We like Vietnamese cinnamon because it has more oil than regular cinnamon.
Come on, he's a chef. What's he talking about over there? I need to get behind that counter.
So cinnamon also is a neutralizer of sugar. So it's a good way to balance out our blood sugar when we're cooking or when we're preparing something in the smoothie form. So we're also going to use coconut oil because coconut oil is good. They say we moisturize from the inside out.
That's right.
So we like coconut oil because that helps us not only with appetite suppression, but also helps us with curbing our appetite as well. So in this Pink Horizon coconut cookie smoothie, we're going to add some coconut oil. And we use about a tablespoon. The other thing that I say we don't use enough of is steel cut organic oats.
Boom.
They have tons of silica. And guess
Look at
what,
that.
ladies that are expecting? It's a great source of iron.
Yeah,
8
it
times
is.
the iron in your silica
Yeah,
when
it
you
is.
prepare it. So,
Look at
but
that.
we use it also because studies have shown that it fights against the onset of Alzheimer's.
Yeah, it does.
So there's studies that you can look up on silica, and steel cut oats is a great source of silica.
Now, I use it if I don't use bananas. My mother, she takes medication, so she cannot have potassium. So I use it as a thickener, and then she's low on iron. So it serves a double purpose for her.
That's awesome. We love things that have dual purposes. And, we're getting a lot of bang for our buck.
Boom! Oh my gosh, does that sound like Organic Chef, or does that sound like Organic Chef? I'm enjoying myself here right now. It confirms everything I talk about, and it's not coming from me. You see? You see how the universe works? Full circle. We're all in line doing the same thing.
And as you can see, I like to make things like you would make it at home.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why you see me use a lot of things that you will find familiar.
Mm-hmm.
So we use our almond butter,
There you go.
and we're gonna just add a tablespoon, maybe and a half of almond butter. So now we're at the point where if you wanted to get more creative and you wanted to add your own touch to this, you really could. You could add boosters like, you could add things that help you work out, like let's say L-arginine. You could add maca. You could add goji berries. You could add a number of boosters that we offer here to your shake to enhance it even more. But this is the main way we prepare it that people enjoy it. So here we go. We're just going to add ice and blend it up.
Let's go, y'all. What Organic Chef always say? Let's get ready to plate up. That's how we doing it.
Yes, I add the ice last because you can always add more, but it's hard if you add too much to begin with to take it away.
I told you this guy's a chef. Come on, man.
So you add it as you go. So if you like it a little thick, add more ice. Less thick, less ice.
There you go. He's a chef. He just ain't. He's humble. He's humble. He just ain't telling you.
Here we go.
Okay, so here you have it. It looks luxurious. It looks beautiful. It looks silky. That's everything that you want in your smoothie. He's got the right stuff, right?
This is how you do it. This is how it's done. And we really appreciate the opportunity to bring you what we do at Juices Wild.
So the next test will be, we got to taste it. I got to taste it to see if it is what it is. So we'll be right back, and we're going to show you what's going down in that smoothie.
What's up, y'all? So we back. I gotta take it off because I'm about to take a smoothie. Don't judge me. Okay, so we got this smoothie. I got my little shot of a smoothie, and it's going down. Oh wow, that's tasty. That's really good. I'm not just saying that. I can taste the cinnamon. I can taste the banana. Oh yeah, I'm gonna bring it to you. Everything that he put in here tastes phenomenal. So, a lot of times people won't want to do the smoothie because they feel that it has no flavor. It tastes like nothing. And that's because you're doing it wrong. Me, I make a smoothie just how I cook. Whatever flavor profile, whatever flutes my fancy. If I'm in the mood for nuts, then it's all about nuts. If I want to put some cacao in there and get my chocolate smoothie on, then I do that. And the beautiful thing about this smoothie is that all the sugars are natural. There's nothing added in. Homeboy didn't put no honey in it, because you know how we do. Can you put some honey in it? Let the fruits and vegetables do what they're supposed to do. Their potency, their efficacy is like it is because this is how it was grown. This is how it was made.
I think we need to stop adding things to things all the time to get flavor or to get taste. You know, back in the day, you know, medicine didn't taste good, but it was good for you. Remember that? So why can't we think the same thing about eating healthy when it comes to smoothies and doing healthy food? Y'all better go ahead with yourself, because y'all don't know when you coming or you going. But we're coming back. I'm going to sit down and talk with Dan, and we're going to chop it up about what's popping in his shop. We'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. And your girl got a Cobb squat. The heels hurt. So I want to know, like, I've had quite an experience here today with Dan, and I've seen customers come in and they're requesting smoothies. They're on a special diet from previous having surgery, or they're re-upping on something that they got before, buying it for someone else, a family member. So what's in high demand? Give me the top 5 right now of what's selling here.
That's pretty easy. With, like you said, the issues that we're dealing with now in terms of environment, people want to boost their immune systems because winter is right around the corner, maybe a week or two away. And we know when we transition from one season to another, our immune systems are challenged. So what I'm seeing a lot of very cost-effective things, believe it or not. People are very smart and sensible. They're really starting to wake up, I believe, in a lot of ways.
That's good.
I'm seeing vitamin D.
Vitamin D.
I'm seeing people request vitamin C.
Gotta have that C's.
I'm seeing black seed oil.
Black seed oil. Real quick.
Yes.
Tell me about that black seed oil. I used to work with a coworker. He used to get it shipped from overseas.
Yes.
He lived by it. He said he couldn't function without it. He could tell what was going on different with his body. So can you just briefly tell me about black seed oil?
I'm a believer in black seed oil. It's an all-purpose wellness oil. Good for many things. Some of the top things it's good for is fighting inflammation in the body. It also helps with topically. You can use it topically.
Nice.
It's also a mucus fighter. So in this day and age when we don't want to build up a mucus in the lungs, the studies show, yes, that black seed oil is very effective against that.
Nice.
It fights many different ailments. It's documented. So if you just do a little bit of research, you'll see why people are starting to go a little bit crazy over black seed oil. It's very effective.
So the other 3 items that people are looking for?
I would also say another one of the 3 would be Irish moss.
Okay.
So
I've seen a lot about this stuff. I've seen posts. I've seen people post to Facebook. I've seen people posting to different networks that they're selling Irish moss. I've seen people post that they make it in their house. What's up with the moss?
Yes. You do have to be careful about where your moss is sourced. That is key.
And that's for everything in life. You got to know where the source is at.
That's correct. So with Irish moss, we want, and I was educated on this, we have gotten our Irish moss from a company that it's sourced from actually off the shores of St. Lucia and off the shores of Jamaica. And it's done that way and not out of someone's backyard because the moss, I'm told, actually absorbs the nutrition from the rocks.
Boom!
Just like spring water rolls off the rocks and is highly mineralized, well, guess what?
Same process.
Same thing. You already know. So that would be a key for me if I was looking for a good quality Irish moss. We use Infinite Abundance Foods Irish moss. We also use Bear Organics Irish moss. So do a little research on.
And what are people? What does it do for the body?
Oh, great question. So we're seeing a lot of people use it as post-workout because it's energizing. We're seeing it used for thyroid support, so metabolism for women losing weight.
Look!
It's awesome.
I'm here. I'm here.
Also, it's used. It's a mucus fighter as well.
Look at that.
Number of things. It's used as a thickener. As a chef, it's something you can use to thicken soups. and things of
gluten
that
free.
sort. Gluten free.
Mm-hmm.
92 of
You was
102
thinking,
minerals.
Look at that.
Yeah, so you're getting when you talk about some basic things that you could buy to really help with health this season, Irish Moss will be another one.
So as a chef, so when you talk about high end, you know, my high end will be that sea moss. Like y'all want to do the caviar, I'm gonna top you off with the sea moss, and I'm gonna charge you for it too.
Here we go.
Because y'all paying everybody else for it. Why not pay me? I'm gonna give it to you good nutrition, healthy, good food that's gonna be good for you.
And it will give you a return.
All the time.
You know, we always heard my father and grandfather say, an ounce of prevention beats a pound of cure. So to
Boom.
me, Irish Moss will fall right in that category.
There you go.
Let's do some prevention to not have to spend a lot later. We spend a little up front.
This is what it's all about. Like, you know, if you don't pay now, trust me, you will pay later. You know, the good thing about doing things now is that you sustain yourself for the future, of not having to be on any type of medications, to be ridden with over-the-counter medications, doctors, you know, to avoid diseases, cancers, sickness, and things like that. I don't know what you have going on with yourself as far as allergies, what any medication that you are currently on. Obviously, you would definitely have to meet with your current physician to go over those things that might interact with any other healthy supplements that you might be implementing into your daily regimen or your daily menu or meal planning. But to think about health now and to start to guard yourself to do the necessary things for the future, it's going to save you a lot of time and money in the future. Because the people who are not well and they are sick, they're spending money at doctors, tests, labs, over-the-counter medications. So you choose how you want to spend your money. Either spend it now and live well and live a healthy life with your family that has a longer longevity, or you do what you want now, eat everything you want now, pay for it later with your health, your life, and then having to pay for medications and things to sustain you that only help you with the symptoms. It does not cure whatever's going on in the body.
Yes.
So you have two more things.
Yes, I would say zinc will be another big item that people are looking for. It's inexpensive, and it actually, the studies show it reduces viral loads in the body. So zinc would be, whether it's a lozenge or whether it's the liquid or whether it's a capsule or tablet, zinc would be right up there with what people are getting during this season.
Okay.
If I had one more thing to say, I would probably give you something that I see that's become very popular that a lot of people don't know about, and that would be Andrographis. And that Andrographis is king of the bitters. It's known as king of the bitters. And in this part of the world, we're not really known for consuming bitters.
No.
But we know bitters are good for digestion.
Absolutely.
But
nausea.
yes, many ailments that that we're fighting against, bitters are very helpful. And so Andrographis is very strong, and it is something that will shorten a cold. It's something that will, when you feel that little bit of scratchy throat and you feel
Take it right away.
like a little bit run down, yes, Andrographis is one of those things I've seen people take, and it's really helped them avoid getting sick all the way.
Now, is that a liquid form, pill form?
Great question. It is so bitter that most people like it in a capsule or tablet form.
Okay.
It has been studied in Switzerland and Sweden. They did a 10-year study and showed that Andrographis is very good and effective against colds, because they have cold weather 10 months out of the year. They've had to find what really works and found that Andrographis is very dynamic. It works with strengthening the liver, the immune system, and like I said, just an overall shrinks tumors. These are studies that you can look
Excuse
up.
me, back up. See, he was going to railroad right over what he just said, like he didn't say what he said. Say that one more time.
Yes, the studies have shown that Andrographis is assisted in shrinking tumors.
Holler at your boy.
So there's a lot of
Look what's
natural
going on.
foods out here that will do that.
Look what's going on. I'm glad you mentioned being natural and things are readily available to us. But I think what's going on for a lot of people, especially in the African American community, is that we starve for lack of information. Depending on the neighborhood that you live in, the community that you come from, it pretty much sets the deal on what's going to happen to you in your life.
Yes.
You know, we don't have Whole Foods starting up shop in the hood. You know what I mean?
True that.
You know, and I'm not saying that that's the only health place, but I'm speaking things that people are aware of, that they know the household name. You know, we don't have farmers markets readily available in our communities. And when you think about eating healthy and having the economic means to be healthy, you know, those are all important factors that have a great effect on us, on how we live our lives. So to bring awareness to how...
So we talked about this hat. Tell me about this hat.
Okay, so this hat has been through a lot of years here, and so people will say all the time, "Why does he take that hat off?" It's just tore up, and it's just, but it just shows you the resilience of what health can be when you go through something that can try you, and it's just a symbol of how strong we can be and how strong we are when we take our health serious. And so this is a reminder to me, and I keep it with me, and I wear it all the time. So there you go.
So you dropping bombs, but you ain't saying nothing. So I'm gonna ask the question. So you've had a health experience that didn't work for you, that it caused you to have stress in your life. What was that?
Yeah. So a lot of times, what we go through in life, we are able to share with others so that they don't have to go through the same thing.
This is what we're doing.
That's right.
This is what we're doing.
And so what I was alluding to is, you know, you can overwork yourself, you can become too stressed, and guess what? Your cortisol levels will rise. You have upset stomach, and you're wondering, well, what's going on? But you never took a vacation, you're not drinking enough water, you're not getting enough sleep. Well, guess what?
OMG!
Inflammation accumulates in the body, hence disease, hence me actually having to close the store for not putting myself first. And so this is a lesson that we learn so that, you know, once we get back on track and our health is recovered, we can share this with others. And so sometimes we're our best example of what paying attention to our health can do.
Absolutely. So this is real talk,
Yes.
real life,
Yes.
in real time. So, you know, I'm glad you brought that up, because we all hide, and I don't know why we do
It's
that.
natural.
You know what I mean? We all hide. We're embarrassed. You know, and the thing is like, the more we share with each other, the more we talk with each other, the better off we're all going to be, because we can help each other get to where we want to go. You know, and the reality is everybody's going through something. You know, everybody has their thing. It may not be your thing, but it's something. You know, and we don't like to talk about our I want to call it misfortunes, or whatever we're not happy about in our lives. And we want to keep all those things inside and bottled up, but that's unhealthy.
Right.
It's unhealthy. You know, you have to do something with that, because if you don't, you make yourself not well.
That's correct.
You make
That's
yourself
a big
not
part
well.
of it.
And it's you and 30 million other people, including myself, that have done that or are doing that. You know, so awareness is so important. Talking about what's going on within our community, talking about the things that are affecting us in our everyday lives,
You know, stress is real. Stress will take you out.
Stress will take you out of here. So us sharing and caring and telling one another what's going on in our lives, it's only going to help us. You know, as African Americans, as a people who used to share stories, lending it down to generation, we used to do those type of things. What we did for medicines, how we helped, you know, heal our bodies naturally. You know, we are a natural people.
Yes.
You know, somewhere along the line, we got away from that. And I think we need to get back to basics, to what works, what always works.